Why were baseball's deadball era batting averages so low? Imagine a time when hitting a home run was rare, as a blue moon and players often struggled to get hits. That was the deadball era in baseball, stretching from about 1901 to 1919. During this period, the league batting average hovered around .254, much lower than what fans see today. So, what made these batting averages so low? Let's break it down with some facts and figures. First, the baseballs used back then were quite different from today's. They were softer, less bouncy, and didn't travel as far when hit. This meant even well-hit balls didn't go very far or often result in extra bases. Because of this, players had fewer opportunities to rack up hits, which kept batting averages down. Second, the rules and equipment favored pitchers. The strike zone was larger, making it easier for pitchers to throw strikes. Pitchers were also allowed to doctor the ball using spit or dirt to make it move unpredictably. This practice was common during the era but was later banned. These tricks made it harder for batters to make solid contact, lowering their chances of getting hits. Third, the style of play was different. Teams focused on small ball tactics like bunting, stealing bases, and hit-and-run plays. They weren't trying to hit home runs like today. In fact, teams averaged only about 0.15 home runs per game back then. This approach meant fewer hits that counted as extra bases, which kept batting averages lower. Fourth, ballparks were often huge with no outfield fences. Hitting a home run was much more difficult because the outfield was so large. Fly balls were easier for outfielders to catch, which meant fewer hits and runs scored overall. Finally, players' training and understanding of hitting were less advanced. They didn't have access to modern analytics or specialized training. Even the best hitters of that time couldn't match the batting averages of today's players. All these factors combined created a game environment where batting averages stayed low. The properties of the baseball, the rules that favored pitchers, the small ball style, the large parks, and less advanced training all played a part. When we compare these averages to later eras, it's clear how much the game has changed and how these conditions shaped the statistics of the time.